December 4th, 2001, Tuesday. Today I wrote down all the lyrics to My December by Linkin Park. I'm gonna mail them to Marilyn, which started me on working on my lyric book. I want to make a collection of all my favorite bands' lyrics. I have started with Newfound Glory and have their first album, It's All About the Girls, done, and about half of Nothing Gold Can Stay. Tonight I went to Forhelli's house and met up with her and Lance. We were going to meet Jacqueline at the place to go see the Nutcracker Ballet. Lance had some fucking errands to run for his mom, so we got on the road heading towards Independence at 7 p.m. when we were supposed to have been there at 7 p.m. We got there at 7:30. I don't care either way. I wasn't in any hurry. Plus, Lance got some free Taco Bell, which I ate most of. We saw the ballet, and it was all right. Jacqueline was pretty cool to hang with. After, we got drinks at Sonic and then went to Walmart. I got 2 cool CDs, Nonstop 90s Rock and Billboard Top Hits 1993. The first one, Ariana had at work once, and I really liked it. Both basically are compilations of music from my past, mostly one-hit wonders that I loved back then and set the period of that time in my life. We then dropped Jacqueline off at her house and went to Forhelli's house and played pool. We tried to play strip pool, but of course it didn't work out as expected. Forhelli kind of opened up to me and told me that she's having problems with her feelings towards me. She wants more than what I will give. She wants a boyfriend. I cannot give her that. Right now I'm listening to my new CDs, reliving my past, which I always end up regretting. We all recall what happens when I try to think extremely hard about the past. See the entry for November 19th, 2001. It is funny how most of these songs have disappeared, yet they still live on in people like me. I never thought that I would actually cherish these songs in that time of my life. I never thought that I would cherish these songs in that time of my life. There we go. If I had to pick a certain time period, I would have to pick 5th to 7th grade. It was great and my favorite. This is where this music takes me. Although it must be said that I probably thought back then that it was horrible. Fuck, I wish I could relive that time. Trap myself in that time and never grow old and never know about things to come. I miss all my school friends and the feelings I had. It was so naive, innocent and fake, but also somehow pure. I had an epiphany tonight. Something I've thought about made a lot of sense. I don't know how much I'm going to write about it. I may save it for an essay. Little girls and their progression into women. This is going to be very borderline, at least part of this is. Tonight, while watching all these very young girls in tights doing their ballerina thing, is what made me think about this. Once again, this will come off partly as sick and pedophilia-ish, but bear with me. Call Webster. We have a new word for him. Pedophilia-ish. Looking at these girls, my corrupted mind sees them for what they will become. A cute, darling little 10-year-old girl or younger girl will eventually encounter some awkward, sticky fumblings in the backseat of a Toyota. They will be giving head and fucking multiple people. Not, of course, at 10, but at least by the time they're 16, some maybe earlier. Not all girls, but some. Like I said, my mind is so bent on how people become. I don't see the innocence these girls still have. And that is so wrong. That wasn't my main point. There is more. All these girls read, all throughout their childhood, fairy tales and stories about princesses, fairies, queens, and true love. They take dance, ballet, tap, their parents dress them up in nice dresses and call them princess. My point being that these girls are conditioned to think that they will someday be beautiful princesses and queens. And they won't. They are raised to think that they are all pretty and beautiful when in long gowns and covered in makeup and all this shit. So they always hide behind these things. They become self-conscious about their true self and forget about their true self. So when middle school and high school come around, they realize that the world is not all princesses, unicorns, and castles, but peer pressure and premature sexual experiences. How damaging is that? I can't imagine how that can affect a little girl. Guys will never experience that. I am coming off as a very cynical and pessimistic, but that's me. I can see how all this can help girls' self-esteem and confidence and imagination sometimes. And also that it gives them hope that someday they will find love. They truly will. But they will always experience a fucking pernicious ogre, also known as the guy like me. A boy grows up dreaming about being an astronaut, policeman, fireman, a pilot, or a soldier, which boys can in fact grow up to be. Girls cannot grow up to be queens or fairies. Some, I guess, can be princesses and queens, but how rare is that? This is a fucked up place. I'm finished typing in last month's journal entry. I now am in bed and have Magnolia playing. I need to start and work on that poem for Erilyn. It so far is one of the hardest I've ever had to write. I've never written one before that actually had to be about something. Normally I just wrote and whatever came out, came out. But there's a lot writing on this. How should I start it? It can't be cheesy or gimmicky. Fuck, this is hard. I'm done whining for today. See you tomorrow. End quote. And I just wish I didn't feel like there was something I missed. And I take back all the things I said that made you feel like that. And I take back all the things I said to you. This is my December. This is my snow-covered home. This is my December. This is me alone. Linkin Park, song, My December.